Good evening. This is Noor here, coming live from Atlanta, Georgia. Uh, you know me. Those who've been around me, you know how passionate I am about the idea of leadership, and we understand that everything rise and fall on the leadership, and this also comes to play when we are building or forming partnerships. Any kind of partnership could be at work, co-workers, could be partnership in the business, especially in the business. It's really very important to know who are the people you are partnering with, or if you are an entrepreneur, who are the people are you bringing on board. For me, that's the key. And I came across this article online, and now this article really focuses on certain characters that sometimes go unnoticed, but they are really very important in the quality of the team you're building, or the quality of leadership or the partnership you're building. So I'm gonna go through eight small characters that I really call upon everybody who think themselves are leaders to really not only check others or evaluate others, but also evaluate themselves if they have these characters. Number one, they say, uh, when you're trying to negotiate or you're trying to go into a partnership with someone, um, people they always portray themselves are the best. Okay, especially this comes into an interview when I ask somebody, they always tell all the good stories about themselves. But number one thing I'll tell, forget what they say. Actually, evaluate, okay, or look at who they marry. Marriage for me, it's I think it reveals the person character, the choice of your partner for life. It really talk deep into the things that you attract. Remember, we are always an image mirror of the things we attract. So let's say if someone is not married, but we can look at his associations, the people he hang around with, the people he talk to, all the time. This will really, uh, this gonna reveal his true character of how, you know, based upon those few people that he surround himself with. Number two, see how they treat others who are below them, especially in status. Um, a lot of people, this is actually will tell you how someone treat others. Okay, and it's a hidden, but sometimes people when they still elevated in status, they trying to beneath other people who are below, and this will tell if this person is really someone that worthy of your partnership or worthy of your business dealings. Okay, this discover the experience that they formed when they were young, and when I've been reading a lot of books, our personality is actually formed in the first 2 decades of our of our age. When we the first 20 years, those are the times when we are building our personality, we are building our characters, or the person we want to become. And most of the things that we went through in our early years really will come to play, and especially in any kind of relationships. And I think everybody understand how if you spend your life in very bad experiences, that will affect negatively your judgment and your characters and how you think and how you behave, and the actions you take on a daily basis. Yeah, it's really very important to not just jump into conclusion, trying to understand the person, where they come from, because it will it will reveal in the long run who they are. Okay. The fourth one is how do they spend their most resources. These are the most two resources I'm gonna refer to. This is the time and money. Where if you want to know someone, look at his calendar. Look at the things he does on a daily basis. Where does he spend his time? Where does he spend his money? Yeah, really, it's especially if you're looking for leaders, you need to know what kind of activities that takes them on a daily basis, where they put their focus on a daily basis. It really help you to reveal what kind of personality they are. Fifth character is identify what irritates people. Yes, especially what they hate from others. It actually tell them what they do. Most people, when they're trying to blame others or accuse others on something, actually that's an indication of the things that probably they messed up in the past, and they probably don't want. Like most of the time, like we parents, if we see a kid doing something that we know we messed up and we know we don't like, or we know we have a very bad experience, then it gets really it agitates us so hard because we trying to see ourselves into what these kids are trying to go through, and really when you know, yeah, what makes someone agitated, or what makes that will mostly reveal of the things actually they did in the past. Okay, so when you're building those kind of conversations, also try to think of those. The sixth one is the identify if they can listen. I know listening is one of the hardest part, actually. I would say for myself, and because I always get reminded of that. There are people who actually talk too much. They also listen. There are also people who listen and people who do nothing. And the best character actually is for the people who actually listen. They try to understand things, and they evaluate, and they are actually the more the doers. But the people who just talk much, most of the time they end up not doing nothing. So and this is best when you are communicating. It's a great skill when you are communicating with others. You really want to be in a position where people feel like you understand them, you listen to them, and you're paying attention to what they are telling you. Seventh character is if they cheated on the small things, they're probably gonna cheat on the bigger things. And comes with honesty and integrity. For me, it's something that really I pay attention to, because sometimes people, they want to come, okay, and they want to bend the rules. And really, when you look at, they just want to do things the simplest way, so they can get to the result that they are looking for. Okay, and I really try myself to be loyal to the rules, to the goals of the team, and create I would say a culture where everybody is submitted to, because the more we submit really on the rules of the team, the more we submit on the goals of our family. I think that really reveals in the long term what is our character. Last of the last is how people handle unexpected events. This is really very important, because you will know, and I think this is a technique done in most of interviews around the globe, where they take you to lunch just to see how how you will behave. Basically, if something happens, And one of my mentors always tell me, no, if you press a pineapple, what comes out? Um, it's a apple juice. I mean, it's a pineapple juice. You can never expect a banana juice when you are pressing a pineapple. The same thing if you press an orange, you're not gonna expect a grape juice because you are pressing an orange. So when things are going south into people's lives, actually it brings out really the true character of them. And that's when people are going through tough time, that's how you need to know in partnership, who are these people that I'm building partnership with, and really it will help you in the long run. I hope these 8 characters helped and added value. Please evaluate ourselves first and before we start evaluating. Appreciate you guys paying attention to this video. If these 8 characters somehow created an impact in your lives, and you know that it can help somebody, please love this and share so we can all impact the world. We can all influence the world.